Hey guys, Alex.courson here. Welcome to my channel again. If you haven't hit subscribe or like yet, please do so now. It helps me with my algorithm. It helps me get more people on here. And I wanted to take a little bit of a shift in what we're covering this week to just go over some more backup stuff because it actually has that in the name of the channel. So I feel like I should probably do that at some point as opposed to just focusing on how to stay in business and how to thrive. And I love the marketing and sales aspect of that, but I think maybe giving you guys a little bit more technical, cool stuff that we're coming out with might be helpful. So I actually wanted to go over something that Unitrends came out with, and whether you like Unitrends or you don't, or you're up in the air, or you've never even heard of it before, just leave a comment down below so I know what is something you like covering, something you don't like covering, and I can, sort of tailor this a little bit more to the people that are taking part in the channel, because that really, I try to give you guys what you're looking for, and I really, really appreciate everybody that's been subscribing and following and sharing, and it's just been really cool. So anything I can do for you guys, hit me up. So shifting gears, I know that we wanted to go over things that are immediately able to be practiced like right away, since everybody is going remote and everyone is, all of these organizations weren't really prepared for it. And because they weren't prepared for it, it's a lot of scramble and try to figure out what our best practices are and what we do from a backup perspective. And honestly, if you guys have this already sorted and figured out, by all means, comment below. Let me know that this just is silly. But one thing that Unitrends came out with, they launched last month, and it's really, really, really cool because what it is it's essentially an easy cloud backup recovery from anywhere, because we're now, instead of doing like a server-based backup only, we now have, file level backup, and it's easy to go directly from a workstation or a laptop, and so they're calling it direct to cloud. It's available with Unitrends appliances. It's available for UMSP, for MSPs. It's available for Kaseya Unified Backup now, which is also for MSPs that are running through Kaseya's VSA. So it's really, really specific to that niche. So if you don't currently have Unitrends or Unitrends MSP and you're looking to possibly have that conversation, absolutely open for it. Message me, let me know. I can get you in touch with, one of your sales reps. But if you aren't going to be switching over to Unitrends or anything like that, it's something to have in the back of your head. I don't know of any other features that are as good as this yet. The reason for this is because everybody has shifted away from logging into the intranet or being able to be on their regular network. And even this was supposed to be something that was usable immediately for like the road warriors, right? Already that you have people that are accessing documents, getting screenshots, taking PDFs, saving it to their laptops when they're on the road. Now everybody's essentially on the road and remote, so this is something that has to be done. And I'm not saying that this should take the place of your server level backups and your appliance based backups, because frankly, direct to cloud is not going to be something that you could sustain everybody on all the time, right? It's a supplement, but it's a necessary one, and I think that that's why it's so impressive that they were able to come out with this. And the fact that they launched last month, and I didn't want to say anything too much about it because I wanted to see it run, I wanted to see it in action, I wanted to see some, what bugs came out, because there's always bugs, right? So there's always something, but it's kind of hands-off protection for all of the Windows endpoints, which is something that gets forgotten about. This is not server management, this is your backup, right? So it's something that I think that everybody really needs to keep in mind and put in place for part of your backup strategy, right? This is not something that is like your entire backup strategy. This is just something that you want to keep in mind of a piece of it, and especially because everybody is remote right now, it's something that we need to really be looking at. And I'm going to go ahead, I'll link the white paper below so that you have access to it, and if you want to have a demo of any of that, you can absolutely do that too. So we just need to make sure that you're seeing the right resources out there. So I like having all of these people here coming on and talking to you and being resources, and it's more supplemental, but you need to have practical knowledge and things that you can actually implement right away. So that's what this is, right? So as far as, and I have some notes here just so I don't forget anything, because especially when it's technical, I just want to make sure that I'm answering what I think and what I anticipate you'll be thinking about while I'm on. So obviously we want to make sure that our end users are happy, right? So we want to make sure that they know that So we want to obviously make sure that our end users are happy and that they know what you're up to, and that they know that you are completely coordinating all of the backup and all of the data protection that they need, right? So this is one way to do that. It also creates a lot of simple deployment. And it also reduces a lot of complexity because you're able to save money, save resources. This is something that is going to be, again, at the user level. So even if you're doing house calls and remote deployment, you can do all of that right at the appliance base, as opposed to installing an appliance, having them log in. It's a little bit easier to manage. And then we do have flexible recovery with it. Now, the reason why I like the flexible recovery, you can actually initiate it from basically any location. That's, again, it's not going to be super quick. This is not going to take over all of your backups and all of your recoveries. This is not your DRAS takeover. This is not something like, if you're looking to save a few bucks and you're going to switch everybody over to something like this, I want no part in it. I am not telling you to do that at all. I think that's a horrible idea. But you can restore the data from that workstation to where you need it, right? So that's something that you want to make sure that you're aware of, and it's just another layer of that protection that you didn't have before. And then there's also, you want to make sure that if you are looking for something that is not one that I'm recommending, make sure that there's regular health checks and reporting. That's something that I've been really impressed with, the fact that Unitrends can do that, and they've been very proactive about reporting and providing those reports to you. The cost isn't a lot. It's actually it's pretty reasonable. Yes, I'm biased. Of course, I like the products, but I don't want you guys thinking that I'm pushing and trying to sell a specific solution. I'm giving you guidance and I'm giving you resources, and if you happen to like the resources that I represent, great. But anyways, like I said, I will go ahead, link below. I'll give you all of the resources. I'll get you the white paper. If you want to have a demo, by all means. I'm actually going to be doing a couple of webinars coming up in the next couple of weeks, and then next week we had another fun launch that I can go over too, but I am also going to give you all the guidance that I promised you last week. I'm a week late, I'm sorry, about how to make the best of some interesting situations and maybe be able to help your friends that are struggling in their businesses too. So that is next week. This was this week, this direct to cloud announcement, which is pretty neat. I'm pretty excited about it. Anyways, like I said, if you haven't done so before, click subscribe, give me feedback. Tell me if you liked this type of content too, with new products coming out and reviews and things that I like, things that I don't like. Let me know what you are digging on the channel. All right, bye.